Somebody once told me that this was going to be fun. Okay, so today's video, I am dyeing up some beautiful cotton, and this is for Miss C Cottage. Now, she likes to create what's called sun bunnies. Okay, now I haven't got one of her sun bunnies. I've had a look at a couple of videos with her sun bunnies in, and they are super duper cute. If I'm able to nick some decent photos of her sun bunnies, I will pop them up at the end, along with how, of course, the yarn looks once it's all dried and hanged. Okay, so let's get on with some fun. So, and today I will be dyeing 4 times 100 gram cottons. Okay, now they're in the bucket soaking, but before we start, I thought I'd talk you through the colours I have chosen today. Now, I've got a standard green and my standard blue to start off with. Okay, some of these I may use, some I may not. It depends on how I feel once I start playing. Now, of course, I have my poppy purple all pre-mixed, so you've got to have a sneaky poppy purple in there somewhere. And then this one here is a muck-up. It's an oops bottle. Whether I use this oops bottle or not, I do not know, but when I was mixing up my poppy purples, I got confused and I measured out the powder the wrong way round. So instead of being a poppy purple, it is more of a red maroon. So that's why I've kept hold of that. If I don't use this one today, keep a lookout for the end of the month where I'll be doing what I've lovingly nicknamed the oops hanks. And the oops hanks are the ones where if I make a muck up like this, I don't waste it. I will dye some yarn, whether it be in solid colour or as a spray bottle or something like that. It will get used. Okay, so that is the oops. And then last but not least is a secret mix. Now I'm going to bring this close to the camera. I'm hoping that you can see there are 2 different colours in there. One has a green undertone and the other one I'm not too sure about. And now I don't know how this second dye is going to work up or how it's going to look once these 2 are mixed up, because it is a new dye to me. It's from the same makers as these ones, but it's a completely different colour. I was trying to find black, couldn't find black. So, well, not locally to me anyway, so that is going to go on order soon so I can get some black. But let's see how we're going on this one. There we go, and let's add that to our bottle. Right, so here we go. Take the lid off. Oh, time to pop it in and slightly hide it from you so you can't see what it is, because there is a touch of water in the bottom of this bottle. It's only plain clear water, nothing major. It was where I actually used it to clean up my work surface. What I do is I use one of the little spray bottles. I fill it with a touch of water, which I will be doing in a moment. Oh, I can't because I haven't got one. But a touch of water, and then I wipe over where I can see the spots of powder that have been missed or jumped out. Okay, so that's in there. Now it's time for the water. Have you got any idea what it is yet? I am so hopeful that this colour works out. Because of course to you guys, it just looks dark. Now I did spill some powder, there it is. Okay. Yeah, all clear. Ooh, can you make it out? No. Okay, so I will spray this in a second onto a little touch of cloth. Now, as you can see on here, I have got a green, and that is just the dribble from that one. Okay, so I put this towel around it as I'm shaking it, and that's what leaked out. Now this one is the mix where I've popped a dash of green in, a dash of grey, and I'm really hopeful that we get a nice shade of green. Sorry, I was just spraying the bottle because it had some water in, clear water. So you ready? So we've definitely got a more sage colour. This one's, the original green is quite bright, but now with the mix it's looking sage. Whether it turns out sage is a different matter, as we all know. So come on then, let's get these hanks all ready to go, because I've got another surprise for you. Alright, so let's get these hanks out. I think I'm going to have to raise the camera some more to get all of this gorgeous yarn in shot. Oh no, we just about made it. Okay, so I'm just going to start off by flattening out the hanks slightly, because what I would like to do today is a bit of sponge painting. But today's sponge painting is a little different. It's not using stripes. Nah, that's boring. It's not using spots, although I do find that one fun. It's using something that I asked hubby to create for me, and with the help of my sister, my daughter, she drew. I gave her an image I would like, and she drew up what's called a vector file. That's something a bit new to me, and hubby cut out a really cool stamp for me, because hey, she makes bunnies, so let's incorporate a bunny into today's dye video. So here is my jiggy bunny. So my thought behind this, my crazy random thought, is while she's crocheting her some bunnies, she's doing it with some more bunnies. Okay, so I got myself another pot, because of course my cheeky sun bunny, we've got the sponge one side, we've got some acrylic there, and then I've cheekily broken off one of those pins that you get for cork boards, and I've glued that onto the back so that I've got something a little bit easier, and hopefully I'll be a little bit less messy with it. I have not used it before, but it's slightly damp because I put water on it and it went poof. It was so cool. I can't believe I missed it. I might dry it out and add that section in now if I record it tomorrow. Okay, so the first colour I am going to use today is that mystery colour, which I'm hoping is possibly a sage, but looking at it more, it's looking like it could be more of an emerald green. Only time will tell once it's rinsed out. So let's load up the stamp. Wow, that's definitely loaded. Let's take a little bit out. Okay, and time to add to the yarn. Where's he going to bounce today? Boing! Oh! Yeah, it's definitely going on a sage green. But he definitely needs... There we go. Separate these out a little bit. Now of course with these they will not show up when crocheting or really knitting with them. It is just something that's a little bit fun for us, something to make us giggle as I'm playing around with these dies really. Now this will be, I will be able to slightly reproduce this in different colours, but you're not going to get an exact match to this one because of course they're all unique. And coming from this kitchen is definitely unique, isn't it? Okay, so you want one more there and one more there. So that is the green done. Now to move on to the next colour. Okay, so and I've dyed it grey. So okay, all the colour has been rinsed out, so it is now time to play with the brighter green that we have. Now taking the sage green, I'm going to go into these little areas and fill in some of that. Okay, so and now I'm going to move up. Now the idea behind this is that this bit here will hopefully look a bit like grass. And now we're going to play with the bunnies again. This time round I have the blue. Now I've diluted it a little bit more than what I would normally do because I want a lighter shade to what I've had previously. Okay, so now this does go on looking more purple than it does blue normally, but we'll just have to wait and see. Now I am soaking this quite a bit and I'm hoping that some of the dye will travel down to meet the green. If not, in a moment I will make it happen. Okay, so just off camera, I gave it a little bit of a squidge on this blue. It hasn't quite gone through, so I'm going to be adding quite a bit more. Now, of course, the bunny butt holds the most dye, so bunny butt is pointing towards the green at the moment. Sorry, I couldn't resist. I'm hoping that just made you all giggle. All right. Okay, so I'm going to do my cheeky normal thing, which is give this section here a squeeze. Now that means that our cheeky green bunnies are not going to be solely bunny-tastic now. Okay, so and now we're going to move on to using some poppy purple. Okay, now that is just a case of a dip that dot. Okay, so on this bottom section here, I am going to use that poppy maroon in the spray bottle. At least I was hoping it was a maroon. I'm not 100% sure what it actually is. Could be quite a nice bright pink. So I'm going to actually incorporate this colour up here over the top of these purples. It's amazing what a hand can do for such a straight line. Okay, and then on this end I'm also going to repeat with the poppy purple. So let's see if there is much of a difference between the poppy purple being put on first or the poppy purple being put on second. Problem with these edges is that I'm on edges on this bit. And of course I am going to have to turn this. Oh dear, I'm in trouble, aren't I? Okay, so for me, I'm finding that the spots on this side are definitely standing out, being put on first rather than put on second. It may just be that I gave them enough time to settle in before I added the brighter colour over the top. Okay, so these two combinations are giving me watermelon vibes. I don't know about the rest of you, but definite watermelon vibes. So I'm going to attempt to make these again for my oops video, or maybe just a secondary one where I do watermelon. Okay, so Couple more dots here because I can't see them. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to add the sage green in first, or the poppy mixed green I should say, because I shouldn't really give it a colour name until we've actually seen what it looks like. So let me think. I had the bunnies all facing one way, so let's have them all facing the other way. Oh. Okay, that's not quite a bunny, and if it is, he's eaten too much grass. Right, so back in now to do the brighter green. Okay, so and now I'm going to do a bit of green with the spray bottle. But this time round, instead of using the darker green, I'm going for the brighter green.
The straw is the wrong way round. Try it now. I've got about 30 seconds till it bends. Okay, it's looking right there. Oh, that's the tape cloths there. That's good.
Oops, I didn't press record. Okay, so for this last section, I am going to be popping on some more blue. And then I've got the most awkwardish job of all, which is turning this over. Because guess who was daft? Guess who got excited? And guess who didn't put cling film down? Oh, I wonder if I've dyed my tablecloth as well. If I have, it doesn't matter because it's folded in half, which means I do have another side that I can use that's relatively clean and clear. Right, give that a gentle squidge down. Hopefully it's picking up dye throughout. Right, now it's time to keep everything crossed. I'm about to rinse my hands off and then I'm going to be turning the dye. So I'm going to take a photograph at this point of how this hank looks because it's never ever going to look like it again. Okay, now to flip it over, doink, and try and lay it as best I can. Can you see that? No, hold on. There we go, you can see that. Now the blue I've managed to get through quite well on this stripe, but not on the first stripe. Okay. And turn over the second. Okay, because I've splattered it quite hard in places, it's holding its shape pretty well. As long as I'm sensible when doing it, we'll be okay. Oop. There we go, number 3. The last one. Oh, had to happen, didn't it? I picked it up wrong. sure that's laying over there, and then that one's there. Okay, so we have got a bit of a muck up here, but let's get back to doing the colours again. So I'm going to start off, I'm going to do my blues, and then I'm going to move on to the pinks and purples, and then I'll do the greens last for this side, because hopefully, because I haven't washed out, I will be honest, I haven't washed out the little rabbit yet, so he or she still has blue dye in. Okay, here we go. That one's going to be a bit awkward because it's not sitting quite correctly. I'm just adding the dye on to the last one, which I've just realised you can't really see. But I can't adjust it now, gang, I'm sorry. If I move it now, I'm in so much trouble. Okay. Let's just use up the rest of this blue. Okay. Okay, so this process does take quite a bit of time, so what I'm now going to do is I'm just gonna put this on fast forward because we've probably been here a little while now. Right, so and now onto the bright green. This one has bottoms facing out. And this side had bottoms facing inwards. Oh no, I've broken me thingy bob off. Right, so I'm going to attempt it without the thingy bob. So wish me luck, I'm about to get coated in dye. Right. Ooh. It's alright once I've got a handle on how to hold it. Okay, so here we are at the end of the section of dyeing. Now the yarn has dried up. I'm sorry to say, I can't find any bunnies now. Sorry, that was Liam. Can't find any bunnies now, but I do really love the way that this has turned out. So let me show you. We've, of course, start with the blue section, which in places is a little bit mottled. That's going to look wicked once it's crocheted up. Then we move on to the green section, which in some parts, hold on, let's turn it there, some parts are lighter and other parts are darker. Then we move into the pink section, which is the dotty section. There are some dots, I can see them, but they're not really showing up too well on camera, which is a shame. So there is pinks and purples in that section. Then we come back into the blue, back down to the mixed green, and then finishing it off with the pink. I had so much fun dyeing these. I really hope that you enjoy working with them, Missy C, I should say. I really hope you enjoy working with them. I'm now going to hang them up so that I can take some photographs and show everybody. And in the next section, there is also some photographs that have been sent over to me of the proper sun bunnies. Right, so that is it for me for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I will see you all again really soon. So please remember to stay chilled, stay happy and keep crafting. Bye bye everybody. Now it's time for the photos.